Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Hey, this is EAJ Man from Autopsy Live and the Skype Pirates. When I want to make it look like I don't give a shit about sports, I tune into Sports World Radio with Jeff Escow.
Jeff
Doing my time. Doing my time. Got myself a problem.
Live from San Diego, it's Sports World Radio. You've never heard a sports show like this. Oh, no, you haven't.
Oh, blow me.
You got it.
Holy fucking shit.
What in the hell is your major malfunction?
Can't believe that goddamn son of a bitch did that fucking crap.
Don't give me any of your shit.
How can you say goodbye?
Hey, this is EAJ Man from Autopsy Live and the Skype Pirates. When I want to make it look like I don't give a shit about sports, I tune into Sports World Radio with Jeff Eskow.
Doing my time. Doing my time. Got myself a problem.
Live from San Diego, it's Sports World Radio. You've never heard a sports show like this. Oh, no, you haven't.
Oh, blow me.
You got it.
Holy fucking shit.
What in the hell is your major malfunction?
Can't believe that goddamn son of a bitch did that fucking crap.
Don't give me any of your shit.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Those are your hosts, Jeff Eskow and Sean Mann. Remember, those who can't play sports, talk about it. These two tell it like it is. Tune into Sports World Radio for the fastest hour of sports of your life. So here they are, the douchebags of sports themselves, Jeff Eskow and Sean Mann.
Hey, welcome to Sports World Radio. I hope everybody's having a great day. I know I am. Fired up for today's show. We got a jam-packed show like we do each and every day here on Sports World Radio. Going to have a lot of fun with you guys today. Bottom of the hour. Another guest coming in at the bottom of the hour. We're going to be talking Chicago Bears football with Aaron Leming from the Aaron Leming Bear Report. So get ready for that. We're going to be talking Chicago Bears football. So get all your Chicago Bears questions ready to ask Aaron, and we'll ask them for you. Just stick them in the chat room, and we will ask them to him for you. If you have a question for Aaron and you want to ask him a question and you're not in our chat room, head on over to facebook.com/sportsworldradio. Facebook.com/sportsworldradio. Like our Facebook page, and you can ask your question that way. Now, let's get all the particulars out of the way and get on with the show. We'll bring our co-host in, and we'll rock and roll till the bottom of the hour until Aaron gets here. I am the host, Jeff Eskow. You can listen to us each and every Monday through Friday on Sports World Radio, 6 o'clock on the East, 3 o'clock on the West. And if you happen to live in the Central...
If you live in the Central, figure it out for yourself. It's not that hard.
And the reason why I picked the Central is because we got the Bears man coming in today, so I decided to pick the Central. That's right. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/sportsworldradio, facebook.com/sportsworldradio. You can also follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/sportsworldradio, twitter.com/sportsworldradio. Come and hang out in our chat room at Spreaker.com. That's Spreaker, Spreaker.com. Get yourself a free account. Sign up right away. Once you do that, type in Sports World Radio. It will come up live on your show, on your screen. Hit the live button. The show will pop up at the bottom of your screen. Click the bubble, and you will be in the chat room chatting away with us, asking questions of us or Aaron later on today. Or at the bottom of the hour, I should say. Don't forget, we got a contest going on. We're looking for a new intro. Send your intros to Send your intros to introcontest@sportsworldradio.com. That's introcontest@sportsworldradio.com. The intro must be 60 seconds long. No curse words. Jeff Eskow, Sean Mann must be in there. Also, don't forget to sign up for our sports shorts, SWR Sports Shorts. I'll get the link to you guys in a little bit. I can't put it on Sports World Radio right now. I had to move it because my Sports World Radio site is down. But I'll get you the link and stick it in the chat room and then tell you guys what it is in a little bit. I know what it is off the top of my head, but I just want to make sure I am right. With all that being said, what do you say, hey, we bring in that co-host of ours, Sean Mann, the update man.
Hello, Jeff, and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Sports World Radio on this Friday, August 14th, 2015. It's 6:08 p.m. on the East Coast, which makes it 3:08 p.m. on the West. Weather right now is about, 83 degrees, nice and cool. It's not as hot as it was yesterday, as we got cooler weather coming in to the land of potatoes, Idaho, throughout the weekend, like 70s tomorrow. And I know that the AC on in Jeff's studio, and how are you in general?
Hot.
We're having a heat wave.
Yeah, it's hot out here, man. It's over 100 degrees today. It's over 100 degrees today.
100 degrees.
Yeah. over 100 degrees today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How about that?
I believe it. That's summer for you.
Yeah, it's over 100 degrees today. How about that?
It probably doesn't start cooling down in San Diego, probably around, middle or late September, even October?
Right. Exactly.
There you
Exactly. How about that?
That's strange. How are you? Shout out to you, Josh Lopez, the producer and program director of Sports World Radio. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, you
All
rat
right.
bastard.
At 9 minutes after the hour, LeBron James has come out and said today that he could absolutely take on Michael Jordan one-on-one for basketball. What's your thoughts, Jeff?
No way. Not going to happen. Not in your lifetime.
LeBron has certainly got a big mouth when it comes to talking about how he could take on the players of yesteryear, saying that he could take on Michael Jordan. He probably has a belief he could take on Larry Bird or Magic Johnson or Patrick Ewing one-on-one.
You think?
I think no. He's such a big talker, but then the talk is cheap, and then it comes back to biting him.
Crazy, huh?
It is. That's typical LeBron for you.
Typical LeBron, right?
Yep.
Typical LeBron.
LeBron James also came out and said this too. Quote, the Cavs' number one priority should be locking in Tristan Thompson. LeBron James praised the Cleveland Cavaliers front office for its moves this summer, but stressed that the team needs to get restricted free agent Tristan Thompson re-signed. What's your thoughts, Jeff?
They need to get him signed, because if they're only going to sign him for 1 year, you know what's going to happen?
What?
He's going to walk after that year, and he's already told them that.
Well, the Cavaliers know they can't sign everybody in the entire National Basketball Association because they still have to start cutting players loose.
Right. Hey, if you
LeBron
want to,
likes it or not.
right. Hey, if you want to sign up for our sports shorts, head on over to swrsportshorts.com/SWR shorts. That's That's if you want to hang out and join our membership on Sports Shorts, head on over to swrsportshorts.com/SWR shorts. There we go. That's the new link for it from now on.
11 minutes after the hour, Thompson and the Cavaliers talks turned contentious this week when Thompson's agent, Rich Paul, said Thompson would not play for the Cavaliers after this upcoming season if the team forces him to accept a one-year qualifying offer of $6.8 million.
Wow, really?
There's a little bit of a problem out there in Cleveland with the Cavaliers and what they need to do with Tristan Thompson.
With Tristan Thompson.
It got ugly a little bit because Thompson and the Cavaliers, Jeff, they broke off talks on a long-term deal in July. Thompson has been looking for a 5-year maximum deal worth $94 million or a number close to it. The Cavaliers' offers have been for less.
Has been for less. Wow. We'll see what happens. He's either going to be there for a year and be gone, or he's not going to be there at all.
The Cavaliers, they, of course, re-signed LeBron James, Kevin Love, Eamon Shumpert, and James Jones this offseason
Right.
to contracts totaling more than $200 million in guaranteed money. They also brought in veteran free agents Mo Williams and Richard Jefferson.
Right. They're bringing in a lot of old folks, aren't they?
They are, and I think with the Cavaliers is that everybody has a belief before the season begins that Cleveland will be the heavy favorite this year to go back to the NBA Finals, but I'll believe it when I see it. I still say the one team out there that can really give the Cavaliers a run for their money would be the Chicago Bulls.
That's the only team I can think that's going to do it too.
Washington, no. Boston Celtics, not even close because they're a young team and they don't have a franchise player. So hard to say who can really challenge them. But I know everybody is really tired of seeing an NBA Finals with LeBron James. I am. Back when Jordan played, it wasn't tiring because everybody knew that Jordan was the best player on the planet.
Jordan will still take LeBron James in one-on-one. No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind.
Just wait and see what happens next year, Jeff, because in my opinion, that the Cavaliers believe that if they don't get it done next year, they don't win the NBA championship, then it just continues to be epic failures for the Cleveland Cavaliers because they're trying to end what is called the so-called curse in Cleveland to bring a title to Cleveland.
Right. I told you guys yesterday or the day before or sometime during the week here, I'm boycotting Cleveland basketball this year. The only time I might watch a Cleveland basketball game is if they're playing the New York Knicks, and it happens to be on TV. Otherwise, I don't think I'm going to watch a Cleveland game at all this year.
I could care less. I'm not really going to watch much myself if the Cavaliers are on because I saw the schedule of games that the Cavaliers are going to have 25 games nationally televised on ESPN or ABC or TNT.
25 games?
25.
That's a quarter. That's a quarter of their schedule.
Pretty much.
That's on TV. Actually a little more than a quarter, almost half.
And I'm sure Skippy Bayless cherishes that. And
Yeah.
the Bulls, they got 25 games too. The Warriors, they'll have 23 games, and why not? They are the defending NBA champions.
That's messed up. The defending champions have less games on TV than the freaking Cavaliers. What's wrong with that picture right there?
Everybody praises LeBron James in Cleveland. That's what tells me the picture there.
What's wrong with that picture right there? Cleveland's not even the defending champions, and they have more games on TV than the defending champions. That's ridiculous.
It is.
That shows you where the NBA lies. They lie with LeBron James until he retires.
Mm-hmm. And they're biased toward Cleveland and biased with LeBron. And Skippy probably praises the whole thing.
You know what? I agree with you. The NBA is biased towards Cleveland Cavaliers and LeBron James. Definitely 100%.
No respect for the other teams that are trying to get...
None. And the NBA just proved it by putting by the Golden State Warriors having less games on TV than the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's a joke. That's a joke, NBA.
That could be a Rat Basitd candidate.
Damn right.
I could stick that in there. I could add them to the list there, Josh.
That's a joke.
Speaking of which, Josh, how about this? Michael Jordan and Nike, 16 minutes after the hour, opening an all-Jordan store in Chicago. And I was going to ask you, Josh, did you hear anything about this? This is pretty cool. Air Jordan's eyes hit retail stores in Chicago at $65 a pair in March 1985. 3 decades later, Jordan, now a separate brand operating under the Nike umbrella, is coming back in a big way with the store that will open in the Windy City by year's end.
Big freaking deal. Dumbasses.
Chicago still got to remember MJ.
Unbelievable.
Quote, we understand that the brand is so huge now that it's global, but we still understand where it's originated. Red, white, and black. Chicago Bulls colors. Michael Jordan and opening a Jordan brand store in Chicago.
Took him this long to do it?
Yeah. 3 decades ago it was different, though. Back in the 80s, actually.
Should have done it back then. He would have been a twice billionaire over. You're not playing no more, Jordan.
Josh says, hey, man, that's awesome. Don't do the crapping sound, you freaking hump. Well, Jeff, what about Patrick Ewing? Suppose they had a Patrick Ewing store in New York City. I think you'd find that pretty awesome.
Not now. You don't play there no more. You don't play. Should have done it while you were playing, you dumbass. You would have made $1 billion. Billions. You ain't going to make crap now. Watch. That Jordan store is going to be good for a year or two, and then it's going to go out of business.
Oh, gosh. Can't wait till Josh comes on to get on you about that, Jeff. Get ready for a Lopez-esque debate on that.
Should have done it while he was playing.
I want to be like Mike.
Now
Right.
all Mike is a fat bastard, but he can still beat LeBron James.
True. He's 52 years old, Michael Jordan is.
It's just ridiculous. He should have done that years ago. How long has he been out of the league?
Michael Jordan's been out of the NBA since 2003. It was back when he was with the Washington Wizards.
All right, well, that's when you should have done it. You're trying to do it now 12 years later or 11 years later, whatever the hell it is? You're crazy.
12 years later, yeah. And, of course,
ridiculous.
3 decades ago, it was different in Chicago when they drafted him in 1985.
Yeah, but still, He should have done it. Exactly, Shaba. In 88 or 89 would have been the best time to put a store there.
Josh is shaking his head.
Unbelievable. Now you're going to put a store there? Get the hell out of there. You don't even live in Chicago anymore.
Jordan accomplished all four, including selling $70 million in Air Jordan Eyes in the first 3 months. Now they just continue to praise him. Quote, I think had anyone had one iota or idea, that would be 30 years past. Then you recreate it? That's what Jordan said. We haven't been able to recreate it. It's just virtually impossible. That's what Michael Jordan
No kidding. You know why? Because you're not playing no more. That's why. You dumbass. Duh.
Took 30 years.
Stupid asses. You're 30 years too late. That boat has sailed off. That boat is gone, man. That ship has left the freaking dock. It's going to be good for a little while, but it's not going to last. That store will go bankrupt.
Well, suppose you lived in Chicago, Jeff, and you heard about that and you went into that store. You wouldn't be probably impressed if you walked in there.
I would not. Listen. There's no way in hell I'm walking in that store if I ever go to Chicago. Okay? There's no way I'm going into that store. I'm not a Michael Jordan fan. But he's 30 years too late doing this, I think.
Josh says to you, don't be a Grinch, Jeff.
I'm not a Grinch. I'm just stating facts. He's 30 years too late. I'm not even stating fact. I'm stating my opinion. He's 30 years too late. And isn't that what we do here on Sports World Radio?
Tell it like it is.
That's right. He's 30 years too late. Hey, don't we say that we're an equal opportunity ripper here on Sports World Radio? Well, that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. 30 years. You know what? It's like putting a football stadium in L.A. It's going to be fantastic for the first couple of years, and then it's going to dry up just like we're drying up here without any goddamn rain. Okay?
Wow. Josh says, you just saying that you don't like Jordan because Jordan whooped the Knicks in the 90s.
I've never been a Michael Jordan fan. From the day I saw him playing in Carolina till right now, I've never been a Michael Jordan fan.
Even
never.
Back in the 90s when the Bulls would beat the Knicks.
I've never been a Michael Jordan fan, and I never will be a Michael Jordan fan. Okay? So, don't get me started with that. Because I was never a Michael Jordan fan, even when he was playing in North Carolina. So, I go that far back being not being a disloyal member to Michael Jordan.
And now they got a Michael Jordan store coming out at year's end.
I'm telling you, it's going to be the same thing with the new stadiums in L.A. It's going to be fantastic for the first couple of years, and then it's going to go to the shitter.
Josh probably just sits there and says, boy, I can't wait to get on the air and debate Jeff.
Because he knows I'm right. Because he knows I'm right. He knows I'm right. He knows that's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to do fantastic the first couple of years, and then all of a sudden, exactly right. I'm just saying.
NFL, 22 minutes after the hour, Coach Mike Pettine unwavering on Josh McCown as a starter. Mechanics mean more than numbers in the preseason, and because of that, Coach Mike Pettine said Johnny Manziel was, quote, pretty solid in the Cleveland Browns' preseason loss to the Washington Redskins.
Pretty solid in a loss.
Yep.
I don't know how solid you can be in a loss.
Opening day for the Browns.
Did Johnny Manziel start?
Looking at it, Manziel, Pettine said, throwing for 42 yards and 11 attempts. Yes.
He started?
Yep. 3.8 yards per attempt was simply a function of, quote, how things worked out, as maybe Johnny Manziel could be your starter in 2015.
No way. There's no way they're going to let Johnny Manziel start over McCown. Not going to happen.
That happens. Skip Bayless will just be jumping for joy.
Not going to happen. And the first time Johnny Manziel runs, he's going to get nailed hard, and that's going to be the end of his career. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
And then Jeff can add him to the bus list because he's a Heisman Trophy winner, and then
Yepper.
Look what happens.
Yepper.
The Browns were happy that Manziel threw to the right spots and that he ran for a touchdown when the situation was right for him to run.
Say that again?
The Browns were happy with the progress as Johnny Manziel also ran for a touchdown in last night's preseason game.
Somebody's going to hit him hard, and that's going to be that. I'm telling you. If I get Johnny Manziel in my scope, I'm taking him out. I'm going to take my shoulder and drive it right into his chest and drive him right to the ground.
Shabba, another dumpster fire developing with the Browns, it sounds like.
Yeah.
And Josh goes, he's already a bust. He's leading the pack.
I'm going to take my shoulder, hit him right in the chest with it, drive him right to the ground and say, "Take that, bitch," as I stand over him. Stay down, bitch. You don't deserve to be in the NFL.
Hard to say who the Browns' starting quarterback will be as they play Week 1 against the New York Jets on September 13th.
It's going to be McCown. It's going to be McCown. Can't be Johnny Manziel. He's not good enough.
Let's see. Tom Brady, I'm not going to get too much into this, what we're talking about, which I'm trying to lay off. He did appear in last night's game against the Green Bay Packers in the Thursday night, playing the first two series and finishing 1 of 4 for 10 yards, and, of course, the 22-11 loss. And then Jimmy Garoppolo started at the end of the first quarter for the New England Patriots. So it's good just to see him back. Brady was impressed with what he saw in some plays by Garoppolo, and, of course, he went 1 for 4. He figured, I'm going to put everything behind, just focus on the preseason. Might as well.
Might as well.
Until they meet next week in federal court. But we'll leave it like that.
Until they meet in federal court.
Leave it like that, yes.
Right?
Josh goes womp womp like the Cowgirls last night.
Womp womp like the Cowgirls last night. No, I did not watch the game, so don't ask me any questions.
The Chargers prevailed 17-7 against Dallas in the preseason, making Skippy Bayless probably unhappy with the game.
I didn't watch any of the game.
Jeff was waiting for his big show to come on at 11:30. That's why he didn't
I
want to
watched
watch
it. I watched it at 8:30.
Oh, 8:30.
Yeah, I
that's
watched
right.
it at 8:30 on my computer. I had to wait till 8:30 instead of 6 o'clock.
Yes, because Jeff knows that. Why would I care about a preseason game that isn't worth a hill of beans?
All I do know is that Tony didn't suit up.
Tony Romo didn't. Oh yeah, that's right. I think I heard something that Tony Romo didn't suit up.
Yeah, he didn't play at all.
Funny.
Yeah, I didn't play at all. He didn't play at all. Phillip Rivers played. Looked pretty good, but I didn't really watch the game. I think I watched it for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Lot more.
You know what I was watching while that game was on?
What was that?
MASH.
There you go.
My show. MASH. That's what I was watching, bitches.
Such a funny show. I'm already watching on Netflix. Yep. Let's see. I got a story for you, Jeff, that's kind of funny. John Daly throws club into Lake Michigan after a 10, and it's retrieved by a young man.
Yeah, I know. How about that, huh? He threw it in the damn freaking lake, and somebody got it for him and kept it.
Yep, John Daly was cruising along inside the cut line at the PGA Championship on Friday until John Daly typed things.
Yeah, until John Daly, what'd he do? Get a 10 on a par 3?
Yep.
Got a 10 on a par 3 and threw his club in the damn lake.
Yep.
How about that?
Pretty funny.
That is pretty funny. And then somebody went cruising in their canoe and picked it up.
That's right. After a 3-putt, Daly finished with a septal bogey 10 on the hole, dropping him well down the leaderboard as he missed the cut.
Yeah, that's easy for you to say it. That's why I say just say a 10. Don't say the septennial or whatever the hell it is. It's easier just to say 10.
10.
You got a 10 on a par 3.
Yep.
A 10 on a par 3.
And he throws his club in Lake Michigan.
Yeah, man. I saw that. I was like, yeah, way to go, bro. Now that's a guy that, that's a regular guy right there.
In fact, it marks the 17th time that Daly has posted a double-digit total on a single hole in a PGA Tour sanctioned event. His previous one was a 12 that occurred during last year's, good luck with that one, championship, another golf championship.
Yeah, it was at the Open?
Yeah.
Yeah, the British Open?
Not the British Open. It's Valspar.
Oh, the Valspar Open?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a major championship, but it's a regular PGA Tour event. Yeah, how about that? Look at Shaba. I've been known to flub a hole in miniature golf. Definitely feel tossing the club somewhere. Yeah, that's miniature golf. That's miniature golf. He scored a 10 on a par 3 with a crap load of people watching, and I would not be surprised if the damn thing is on TV so people can see it. In fact, I just turned on TNT, and they have the U.S. Open on TNT, so maybe I'll get to see the par 10 or the par 3 with a score of 10. Hey, we're going to run to our first update of the day. I'm sorry, our first break of the day. On the other side of this break, we're going to have Aaron Leming from the Aaron Leming The Bear Report, and we're going to be talking Chicago Bears football. You're listening to Jeff Escow and Sean Mann on
Sports World Radio.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
Which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow New Way to Workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday, right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. Like I promised when we went to the break, joining us right now, Aaron Leming from the Aaron Leming Bear Report. How you doing, buddy? And thank you so much for spending some time here with us on Sports World Radio.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
So we were talking during the break. You're living up in up north of me in California, and you said it was 107 degrees?
Yeah, 107, and it's supposed to get about 115 throughout the next few days. So it'll be an interesting time.
Wow, yeah. I live a little south of you, and it's 103 where I live out in the East County in San Diego. So I can understand what you're going through, and I don't know if you can hear the air conditioner in the background, but I ain't turning that thing off.
I don't blame you, man. I'm the same way, sitting right in front of an AC right now, just enjoying it.
There you go. All right, so let's talk about the Chicago Bears. First off, new head coach John Fox come in. What are the differences between John Fox and the old head coach Tresselman?
Well, I don't even know where to start, man. It's a night and day difference. John Fox is a guy who is an actual leader. That's first and foremost the biggest thing. You could see it last night. He's a fiery guy. He's going to be on the sidelines. He's going to be holding players accountable, which is something that Mark Trestman did not do. He brought in a great coaching staff with him, which is also a big thing that Trestman didn't have. So there's a lot of leadership, which is something that the team has been missing. There's going to be actual NFL caliber coaching out on the field, which is really going to help, especially with a young team. A lot of these guys are going to be misplaced, so it's going to be an interesting year, especially on the defensive side, trying to figure things out. But like I said, the biggest thing is going to be leadership. That's something that they've really missed, and that's something that John Fox is known for bringing.
Aaron, what do you expect from Jay Cutler this year?
Well, it's going to be an interesting year. Adam Gase has a good reputation as an offensive coordinator. He's coached in a high-powered offense the last 2 years, which you could credit to him, and you can also look and see that Peyton Manning was part of that. But I think one thing you're going to see this year for Cutler is a lot less of mistakes. He's going to be put in a situation where he's going to have the 3-step drop, 5-step drop. They've got Eddie Royal coming in. He's not particularly fast, but he's quick. He's going to be a good slot receiver for him. You're going to see some two tight end designs. You're going to see Matt Forte is going to be kind of that fallback option in the flat. So overall, I think he's going to have a good year. I don't think he's going to have, an elite year like some people may think, but I also don't think he's going to have a bad year. I think it's going to be one of those, he's just going to come in. He's going to be a little bit more than a game manager, but you're not going to see quite as many mistakes. You'll still see some big throws. But overall, he's going to be a lot more complete.
Aaron, are the Chicago Bears going to run the ball more this year compared to last year?
Oh, yeah. That's not even a question. That's one of the big things that John Fox really brings to the table from an offensive perspective is the fact that they are going to run the ball a lot more. You even look at Denver last year. They ran the ball, I think it was about 64% of the, 47% of the time last year versus the Bears that were close to 43%. And that doesn't really look like a big number, but when you really look at it, it was close to 100 snaps. Mark Trestman really shut things down last year. There was one half in the Detroit game where he ran the ball 3 total times. That can't happen, especially when you have a guy like Jay Cutler. So expect to see a heavy dose of Matt Forte. Jeremy Langford is also emerging as one of their top backups, Jacques Rogers. So you'll see a lot more running this year, a lot more of a balanced offense.
Is the change from the cover 2 to 3-4 the change the Bears need on defense, Aaron?
Well, I don't know if it's so much the base scheme that's going to be the big change as so much as it's going to be having a guy like Vic Fangio come in. He has a track record. He's run a top 10 defense the last 4 years in San Francisco. When you look at the scheme change, there's going to be some adjustments. There's really no doubt about that. A lot of these guys they drafted over the last few years, including a guy like Will Sutton or even Ego Ferguson, they brought in as 4-3 guys. So, it's also worth noting that base schemes only run about 40% of the time now. So you're still going to see some 4-3 looks. You're going to see a lot of blitzing from the outside linebacker position. A lot of guys looked well in camp. And a guy last night that looked really good also was Jared Allen. He's a guy that went out and covered. You got Pernell McPhee is going to be there. So I think it's going to be a smoother transition than some may think. But it's not so much a perspective from a 3-4 look, more of just getting a guy that actually knows what he's doing in there in Vic Fangio.
If you're just joining us, we're talking with Aaron Leming from the Bear Report, talking Chicago Bears football here on Sports World Radio. You mentioned Jacques Rogers. Your thoughts on Rogers and Eddie Royal? Will they have any impact with the offense this year?
Well, Eddie Royal's going to be big. He's going to be, my prediction for him right now, especially with Kevin White, it's going to take a little bit of time for him to come back. I think he could be a 1,000-yard receiver this year. Him and Cutler already have that chemistry that you're looking for. They just need to get the communication down. There was a play last night in the second drive where Boyle kind of cut off and went to the sideline, and Cutler threw deep. But he's a guy that has Cutler's trust, and as we've seen, that's a big thing. As far as Aquas Rogers goes, I mean, he's going to be a guy that can give you value on the special teams side of the ball. And also, I mean, he's a guy that's really good in pass protection. He's not afraid to get out there and block, and he can get some of those hard-earned yards for you. So he's probably not going to be the featured second back, but I mean, he's going to get some snaps. He definitely will make the team, and he will have some sort of impact, even if it is just a returner and a guy that they bring in on third down and the passing down.
Aaron, who from this year's draft class will stand out the most?
Right now, it's looking like Eddie Goldman. He had a great game yesterday, not only as that nose tackle and that run stuffer, but he got some pretty good pressure on 4 or 5 different occasions. They didn't really get home much of the quarterback, but, I mean, he looked great. Kevin White's going to be another guy. I know a lot of people are down on him right now, but he's going to be a guy that's going to come in. I still expect him to be there week 1. They may phase him in a little bit, but he's going to be a guy that's going to, take in, only have 600-700 yards receiving. And then the rest of the guys, I mean, Jeremy Langford may have a little bit of an impact this year, but with Forte in front of him, probably not much. A lot of the rookies are going to be sitting there, and they're going to kind of develop this year, and that's what most teams look to do with their rookies. But Eddie Goldman's definitely a name to keep an eye on moving forward.
Aaron, your thoughts on the Bear? Where did that question go? Oh, it was taken off the board. We have a whole bunch of fans in the chat room just asking questions like crazy over here. It's really freaking awesome. Aaron,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. Aaron, your thoughts on Matt Forte saying that Brandon Marshall wasn't accountable either?
Well, and that's the thing I think a lot of fans are kind of lost, is the fact that Brandon Marshall was a problem in the locker room last year. I mean, anybody you talk to is the same thing. First year looked like he kind of turned over a new leaf. It wasn't the case. No, I mean, he had some accountability issues. There was no leadership in the locker room at all. You had guys like Martellus Bennett that, ran their mouth a little bit. Jay Cutler can be a hard guy to keep in check, but, Brandon Marshall is another one of those guys that needs a certain kind of leader, and they didn't have that. So he can talk about, being the only one that held Cutler accountable, but a lot of the time he wasn't held accountable. The old coaching staff and then, the old regime was going to get rid of him. Obviously they got fired, brought in new staff, but that was one of the first orders of business, and that was coming from ownership that, Brandon Marshall needed to go. It's no mystery that, a top caliber talent like Brandon Marshall has been traded 3 times in his career. I mean, if you really look at that, I mean, that says a lot about a guy. So, he may do all right in New York for the first year, but he's going to wear out his welcome there too.
Aaron, I got a question on this subject about this year's team. Are the Bears a playoff team?
Right now, I don't think they are. I have them projected at 7-9, but that's not to say that they can't surprise. I mean, you look at a team like the Dallas Cowboys last year, projected 3-13 team, and they surprised a lot of people, and a lot of that, like you talked about before, is going to be the run game. They have to keep Cutler's decision-making at a minimum. And a lot of that's going to depend on the run game. If they can have a productive running game like DeMarco Murray had last year with the Cowboys, I mean, I think that's really the blueprint. But right now, I don't think they're a playoff team. I think they're headed in the right direction. But it's really hard to overdraft and, keep having to draft the same positions over and over every year because you can't get it right. So I think they've got to go in the right direction, but it's still going to be another year or two.
Aaron, I have 2 final questions for you. With how harsh the local Chicago media market is already towards the Bears, is there any positives coming into this year's season?
Well, I think there's a lot of positives. Like I said, it all starts off with Brian Pace. That hire was a big one. He had no prior ties to any of the organization like a guy like Chris Ballard did. I mean, he really surprised a lot of people coming in. So, yeah, I think there's a lot to be positive about. I mean, John Fox may not be that Super Bowl winning coach right now, but he brings in a big staff with him. Vic Fangio is a big hire. Adam Gase is a big hire. Some of the smaller coordinators they brought in, I mean, things are definitely trending in the right direction. I think when you look at what they did in the draft, grabbing a guy like Kevin White, grabbing a guy like Eddie Goldman, you see that they're drafting off of, their board, the best player available, not trying to be smarter than everybody else in the room, and not drafting off of need. That was a big problem with Bill Emery in the past, was drafting off of needs, grabbing the best player. So, I mean, there's a lot to look forward to. It may take a year or two. I mean, the NFC North is going to be tough, and they have a lot of holes to fill, but, the arrow is definitely trending up.
And finally, Aaron, in last night's game, Sam Ochoa made an interception. What do you see him bringing to the team this year?
Well, Sam Ochoa is one of those guys. He's probably the smartest guy in the whole entire locker room. I had the chance to talk to him when I was there at training camp. Very, very insightful guy. He's going into his fifth year. He's a fourth-round pick originally. Had 2 successful years with Arizona when he first came in. Slowed down by an injury and hasn't really done much since. But he has a knowledge of the 3-4 scheme. He knows what he's supposed to be doing at outside linebacker. He's a leader. So, he's going to be a guy that's going to be able to rotate in with, Jared Allen and Lamar Houston. I mean, they've got some depth on as far as outside linebacker goes. So I expect to see him getting probably anywhere from 60-70% of the snaps. And if he keeps playing the way he is and the way he's been playing in training camp, he's going to be a valuable piece moving forward.
Aaron, before we let you go, I would like you to tell the fans where they can find you on Twitter, your website, and all that, so they can stay in tune with you during the football season in the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, you can follow me at Aaron Leming, 1M on the Leming part, NFL, and that's on Twitter. You can also catch all my work at bearreport.com. That's part of Scout Media. That's where I write all my articles and publish everything. So you can follow me on there. I'm usually pretty active on Twitter. Definitely like talking Bears football, especially being out here in California. Not many people to talk to face-to-face, so always willing to answer questions and, just talk Bears football.
Hey, Aaron, thank you so much for joining us, and I hope we can do it again really soon. We had a lot of fun.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much, man. Anytime you guys want me on, just let me know.
All right, thanks again. There goes Aaron Leming of the Aaron Leming Chicago Bear Report. We're going to run to our first update of the day. This update is brought to you by The Flipper. Head on over to flipperflipper.com and get your flipper today and never, ever touch your toilet seat ever again. It's The Flipper, and it's at flipperflipper.com. Take it away, Sean Mann, with the first update of the day.
Thank you, Jeff. 46 minutes after the hour, August 14th, 2015, Friday. In Major League Baseball, interleague action going on right now. The Chicago Cubs lead the Chicago White Sox 6-5, bottom of the 7th inning. Other action tonight in Major League Baseball for this weekend. You got the Athletics at the Orioles. You got the Yankees at the Blue Jays, Mariners at the Red Sox, Pirates at the Mets, Diamondbacks at the Braves, Rays at the Rangers, Angels at Royals, Phillies at the Brewers, Indians at the Twins, Tigers at Astros, Marlins at Cardinals, Padres at Rockies, Reds at Dodgers, and lastly, it'll be the Nationals taking on the Giants. In the NFL, of course, as we all know, the preseason is back, and here's the action for Friday night for this preseason weekend. The Titans at the Falcons, Panthers at Bills, Steelers at Jaguars, Giants at the Bengals, Rams at the Raiders, and Broncos taking on the Seahawks. That game is on the NFL Network. Finals from yesterday, the Ravens 30, Saints 27, the Packers over the Patriots 22-11, Lions 23, Jets 3, Bears 27, Dolphins 10, Redskins over the Browns 20-17, and lastly the Chargers over the Cowboys 17-7. For Saturday, the action will go like this. You got 3 games. You got the 49ers at the Texans, Buccaneers at the Vikings, and lastly it'll be the Chiefs taking on the Cardinals, and then on Sunday it'll be the Colts at the Eagles. I'm Sean Mann for the first of 2 updates for Sports World Radio. This update was brought to you by The Flipper. Go to flipperflipper.com and never, ever have to touch your toilet seat ever again. When we come back from this commercial break and update, more sports talk with Jeff Eskow and Sean Mann. Be right back after the commercial break.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell stay at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think. Synergistic integration. Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Val. Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escal, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. Hey, if you guys want to know what we're talking about during the commercial breaks, okay, I have a different URL for our sports shorts because Sports World Radio is down, so I moved it. It's over at swrsportshorts.com /SWR Shorts. So head on over to swrsportshorts.com /SWR Shorts and sign up today for our sports shorts. You get to hear all the conversations. And I have an example of what you get to hear on that page I just gave you. And be careful, because the first thing you're going to hear is the F word being dropped right away as soon as you hit play. So be careful. All right? Head on over to swrsportshorts.com /SWR Shorts and sign up today. What's up there, Joshy, our producer and program director, joining us here right now. What's up, buddy?
I'm doing good, folks. How about you?
Doing good. Hey, thank you so much for procuring those interviews for the week, man.
No problem, man. Those were pretty good interviews. Aaron's a smart guy, and we're happy that he decided to come on the show. Same thing goes for everybody else that wanted to come on to this show.
Yeah, I liked Aaron. He was a cool guy, and he said he'd come on anytime. We talked to him a little bit after the break, and said he'd come on anytime. Maybe we can get him to come on our Saturday night show. Ooh.
We'll see.
Yeah. Well, he lives here in California, so it'll be the same time that we do it. So that's why I was thinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the interviews were great. It was great to know different writers and get their perspective, too. So I enjoyed it.
And we got a whole bunch of more interviews next week. We already have 4 lined up for next week, so it's going to be a lot of fun next week, too. Right, Josh?
I take it, Josh, that you're still shaking your head about that Michael Jordan story. What do you say about that to Jeff, Josh?
Michael Jordan brought popularity back to the NBA. End of story. He could do anything he wanted and still be relevant.
Yeah, but he's been out of the league for how long?
Since
he's still in the league. Just because he's not playing doesn't mean he's not in the league. He owns the Charlotte freaking Hornets.
Yeah, okay, exactly. He owns the freaking Charlotte Hornets, so put a store in Charlotte, you jackass.
Yeah, but Charles Barkley, as much as I disagree with him with terrible, does say and point out that Michael Jordan is still not a very good owner. Now he's got a store in Chicago. What's up with that?
Hey, that's where he got famous. He put Chicago sports on the map in the 90s. He could do anything he wants.
Because they got to honor Michael Jordan and keep his legacy up in the city of Chicago. There you go.
Anything he wants.
I don't know what the Eagles' game is.
I act like a high school. I'm going to mock somebody.
Browning, if it's preseason,
funny,
does it
Josh.
look like I care, buddy? I don't care about the preseason for the NFL.
Why? What is he saying? I'm not on this right now. What is he saying?
He says, wins the Eagles and Colts game, Sean.
When's
Well,
the
I don't
Eagles
know.
and Colts game, Sean?
I don't know.
Come
And,
on, Sean.
And Josh, I take it that you're upset with LeBron James for saying that he could beat Michael Jordan one-on-one.
Dude, he can't even beat Kevin Durant one-on-one.
No, I know that.
He didn't guard him during the NBA Finals when they played, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So there you go. There goes that.
Exactly.
Dude, he couldn't even beat Steph Curry one-on-one. If that was the case, the Cavs would have won the NBA Finals.
Exactly, dumbasses.
I'm glad that they lost.
What's the matter with you people?
Hey, did you hear about this today, son? Snoop Dogg's son, who's a popular college football player, quit the UCLA football team because he wants to focus on what he wants to do, not what his dad wants him to do.
Yeah, how about that? After his dad got into an argument with the head coach Jim Mora, and now the kid's leaving. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty smart.
Here's a candidate that we could possibly add to the list. Jose Valverde suspended 80 games for testing
God.
positive on the
Just
drug
put
test.
him in the list. Just put him in the list.
The 37-year-old Valverde hasn't pitched in the majors since 2014 with the New York Mets.
Yeah, I wonder why. Because he's too busy taking drugs and focusing on baseball.
He got suspended 80 games.
Oops.
Oopsie.
Oopsie.
Jose Valverde. I'm going to add you both on there with your oopsie stuff. Cut
You know
that out.
what I think? This is the sound that Valverde makes.
That's the sound Pablo Sandoval does in the bathroom stalls, too.
Leave the
No,
panda
that's
alone.
no. That sound is.
Thanks a lot. Loss of appetite after I have to go eat something after the show. Good grief. Okay, always animated on the mound, Valverde had 288 saves with Arizona, Houston, Detroit, and the New York Mets.
Hey, Sean, say his name again, and everybody be quiet. Go ahead, say his name.
Jose Valverde.
Every time you say his name, I'm going to do that.
All-star and 3 times led his league in saves.
Every time you say his name, I'm going to do that.
Jose Valverde. You know what I'll say? Jeff, you got a little sniffle right there? I can tell.
No, I'm okay.
Oh, God.
Between and
Love it.
and Louisville, we're going crazy over here.
LeBron James, Akron to fund 4-year scholarships for I Promise students. How about this? LeBron James is giving kids from Akron, ones with challenging backgrounds like this, the chance to go to college for free.
Okay,
how
do you want
about
to?
he does that worldwide?
Well, no. See, I kind of like that because at least he's doing something with his money that he's getting.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. He's sending unprivileged kids to college. I think that is fantastic. But don't do it for the publicity, jackass.
The NBA star is partnered with the University of Akron to provide a guaranteed 4-year scholarships to the school for students in James' I Promise program.
Yeah,
who
see, I think that's
qualify.
awesome. I really do. I think that's awesome.
The
Stars who
scholarship
make
will
all
cover
that. Go ahead, Sean. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's right. The scholarship will cover tuition and the university's general service fee, currently $9,500 per year, Josh.
See, that's, you know what, Dr. Myth, you might be right. LeBron James might be buying himself a good rep by doing that. Is that what you thought about that, Josh?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, great.
Oh, that's pretty impressive. Hey,
According
Josh.
to-
Josh, where are you today?
I am in my house.
Wow. You're not at the
I'm at the house.
restaurant? There's no
No,
basketball
I am
game
at the
going
restaurant.
on? I don't hear the restaurant. I don't hear a basketball game on. There's no karaoke. The restaurant must be closed today.
I'm surprised because I hear some pans and water going off.
Oh, probably going to have some whistling in the background.
You know what? I miss all that activity. Sounds like you're in a
The
studio.
basketball run.
Yeah, it sounds like you're in a real studio now. There's no
Wind
sound in the
sprints.
background. What the
When
hell?
I hear the birds chirp, it's like wind sprints on a basketball court.
Yeah, exactly. You're watching practice. Practice? Practice?
We're talking about sports, no breakfast.
Oh, okay. All right, Browning. No wonder you were asking about this for the Eagles and Colts. Tim Tebow. That's right. Tim Tebow will get playing time in Eagles preseason opener versus Colts.
He's got to.
Friday, and I don't have to watch TV.
He's got to. You know who's going to get the playing time?
Who?
Sanchez and Tim Tebow, because Sam Bradford's not going to play because they can't afford it for him to get hurt.
Yeah, and Chip Kelly's got a decision, Josh, with quarterback.
Go ahead, Josh.
Man, I was looking at the slate of games tonight. Man, they're boring. For example, we got 2-minute warning for Titans and Atlanta, and Panthers at Bills.
How about the Giants at Cincinnati?
That's gonna be a snooze fest. I could care less for Andy Dalton.
That game starts in 1 minute, doesn't it?
No, it starts at right after we're done.
Starts at 8 o'clock tonight?
Yeah.
I thought it was at 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock tonight.
Few, if any, players fighting for a roster spot ever drew more attention than Tim Tebow. He is back after sitting out 2 seasons competing for a job as the number 3 quarterback.
He drew that publicity for the wrong reasons.
The Giants-Cincinnati game starts at 4:30 my time.
4:30 your time?
Yes, sir.
And Josh, he can bring religion back to football and talk about his...
Great. All right, Tim. We'll see you at Lee Corso whenever the college football season starts.
I got your freaking Tim Tebow right here. He's going to get hurt in the game.
Before we get to the top of the hour break, Jeff,
yeah.
It looks like the Arizona Cardinals are going to sign former New York Jets and Tennessee Titans running back Chris Johnson.
Ooh.
Who?
The Arizona Cardinals.
Well, they need all the help they can get.
I think they're a good team. I just think they needed a running back.
Yeah, with Carson Palmer as the quarterback, yeah, that's a good team.
Well, they won 10 years for 2 years in a row. So.
Come on, Jeff. He's a Heisman Trophy winner. I don't care.
We've reached the top of the hour. We got to go to commercial.
You're listening to Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, and Josh Lopez on
Sports World Radio.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family.
We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, "Is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us." And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too. Don't wait until it's too late.
Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. You want to know what we talk about during the commercial breaks? Head on over to SWRSportshorts.com/SWR Shorts. That's SWRSportshorts.com/SWR Shorts, and sign up today and listen to every single commercial break conversation me and the guys have. Joining us, or not joining us, with us is our program director, Josh Lopez, bringing you, let's do it, Sean.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour.
Holy freaking Toledo.
Watch out there, Batman.
Boy, it drives me nuts.
Skippy Bayless.
You drinking wine today there, Rockstar Sean?
Hey, I got Mountain Dew. I had to have caffeine.
Are you consuming alcohol beverages in there?
Hey, I'm happy it's Friday. I can mix up the drinks all I want. Let's go, Skippy.
I didn't say that. I didn't say it was against the rules to be drinking. So if you're drinking, go for it. But hey, you got to share with your friends.
Hey, whatever you do, don't mix alcohol with chocolate milk. You nasty bastard.
I did it last night and it put me to sleep.
And then whenever you do, please don't drink and drive.
I'm home safe and sound, so I have no intention to go out tonight. I wonder what Skippy Bayless
No bowling tonight?
No bowling.
No, it's not Wednesday.
Not until September 30th. That's when I have to start bowling.
I think you should get a new bowling ball, make it red and yellow like our colors, and have Sports World Radio on it, and have our pictures on the bowling ball.
Do that, Sean. But you have to call your ball gutter.
Right, but every time you throw the ball, either your face or my face, I'll hit the pins. That'll be awesome.
Oh, take your gutter and stuff it. I don't have any intention to get any gutter balls.
I'm gonna
have a good bowling season.
I'm gonna buy you a bowling ball with our logo on it, Sean.
Well, Christmas is 4 months away. If you want to get that for me,
I'm going to buy you a bowling ball with no holes in it, and you can take it to your guy and he can finger you.
Dr. Miss says, Jeff, don't forget the other public announcement of do drink or skip bash.
Do drink and Skype bash. Well, we do a lot of that during the weekend, the three of us.
Cracked me up.
Three of us do a lot of that on Skype during the weekend.
Oh, yeah, tell me about it.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, yeah, Skippy Bayless Bash Hour.
Skippy Bayless said that Tony Romo had an okay outing last night, but he thinks Tony Romo will rebound and it'll be a great year for the Dallas Cowboys.
What, did he not see the game last night?
Well, that depends, Jeff. I think he's very one-sided when it comes to his viewing.
Did he not see
the game?
Okay, the reason why I'm asking if he did not see the game last night, because Tony Romo did not play last night.
I
didn't watch the game
that's
either,
right. He
so.
didn't play last night. What's Skippy doing?
Tony Romo did not play last night in the game. So I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Is that what you'd have to correct him on, Jeff, for the debate, saying, why do you keep getting your facts mixed up with games?
How can you say that Tony, what did he say, Tony Romo looked good?
Yeah, he said he looked okay.
How can you say he looked okay if he didn't even play in the game? How does that work? And how the hell do you have a job with ESPN with a statement like that? He didn't even play in the goddamn game last night.
Skippy Bayless said he's looking forward to Tim Tebow's performance tonight, and he thinks Tim Tebow's going to rock it for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Well, maybe you'll get that one right, but you missed that one totally about Tony Romo, you schmuck. That pisses me off. How do you have a freaking job with ESPN with a statement like that? The son of a bitch didn't even play!
Oh, I can just see that in the debate right now. Jeff and Escow, Bayless, and Escow ripping him, and then Bayless coming right back at Jeff.
You say that you're the best sports guy, you debate anyway, everything you say is right. Well, you're a goddamn liar!
Look at Shabba. Look, Skip's on crack again.
How do you say Tony Romo looked okay when he didn't even freaking suit up for the game?
Maybe he was analyzing how he looked at the whatever you call it.
What? You were, hey, Skip, you were analyzing how he was holding the clipboard last night?
All right, let's get to the next quote. Skippy Bayless said that My Toronto Blue Jays will beat my New York Yankees tonight.
Well,
I can agree with that.
Well, yeah, they just swept the Yankees a couple of days ago, so why not do it again?
Yeah, well, let's all ride the Blue Jays bandwagon. That was the point of the quote.
Well, that's what Skippy's doing. Doing.
Let me see, Sean. He's rooted for the Orioles, the Red Sox, the Yankees, and the Blue Jays. How does that make you feel?
It tells me that he's an idiot and he needs to be fired.
Mm-hmm. Skippy Bayless said he'd like to star in the new Toy Story movie that's coming out.
Go ahead. Star next to your favorite man in the world, LeBron James. Go ahead.
And then he'll say, "Anybody want my autograph? Huh?"
Nobody wants his autograph.
I'm okay.
Josh,
Hey, Skip. I'm about to bust your ass so bad right now.
Oh, no.
Hey, Skip, I am looking at the stats from last night's game, you jackass. Okay? Here are the 3 quarterbacks that played for Dallas last night.
Here we go.
Dustin Vaughn, Brandon Whedon, and Jamel Showers. There's no Tony Romo in there, you dummy! Get your goddamn facts straight or get off the goddamn air.
Skippy Bayless said that Johnny Manziel had the best performance out of everybody in last night's preseason games.
Johnny Manziel?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, big
because
deal.
He had a rushing touchdown. And mind you, he's a quarterback, not a running back.
I'm making a video.
He had a rushing touchdown as a quarterback.
I'm making a video tonight. That's
it. Here we go.
That's it.
Is that going to be plastered on Facebook?
I'm making a video tonight about that one stupid remark that he said. Did he say it today?
Yes.
He said, where did he say it?
Yeah, he said the Cowboys were looking good in their pregame warm-ups or whatever, and he said Tony Romo had a decent outing.
Okay.
Yes, he had a decent outing.
Decent outing, my ass. Where did he say that? On First Take?
Yeah.
He said it on First Take?
Yeah. And then he said the Manziel quote on Stephen A. Smith's show.
And the schmuck Stephen A. Smith didn't freaking tell him that Tony didn't play?
I don't think he was paying attention to him.
Both of those.
I don't think so either.
Both of those guys are idiots.
Yes, they are. I'm going to switch the table here for this
What about
next quote.
Hold on. The new host of that show didn't say anything either?
No, she's a girl. She doesn't know any better.
That show should be taken off the air, for Christ's sakes.
All right, let me flip the tables on this one. Stephen A. Smith said that my New York Knicks are going to be an absolute pathetic joke this year, and Carmelo Anthony is a terrible acquisition for my New York Knicks.
Ooh, Jeff, that's addressed towards you.
Let me ask you a question, Stephen A. Do you know that to be a fact, or is that just your opinion?
Well, come on, Jeff. I am entitled to my opinion.
You are entitled to your opinion. And you know what? I'm entitled to my opinion, and your opinion sucks.
I haven't even said that at all, Josh. Jeez.
Hey, well, quite frankly, I think you're wrong, Jeff. I think I'm a very credible basketball writer.
Okay, Stephen A., who the hell are you for Phil Jackson to tell you his plan?
Well, quite frankly, I find your comments very disrespectful, Jeff. I mean, I cover Allen Iverson. I cover LeBron James. I've been doing this for 20 years.
Okay, we're not talking about Allen Iverson. We're not talking about LeBron James. You mentioned the Knicks. That's the topic we're talking about, Stephen A., isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you mentioned that the New York Knicks are going to be worse this year than they were last year. Correct? That's your opinion, correct? And I think you're a great writer. I love you on the First Take show. You're much better than Skip, who I think is a douchebag. Okay, I don't like him, but I think your opinion of the New York Knicks is wrong. Give the Knicks some time. Phil Jackson has only been there for 1 year. Give him some time. This is his first real class of bringing people in. Next year he'll bring more people in, and watch, they'll be better. They will have more than 17 wins this year. I'm not saying they're going to make the playoffs, but they will be improving.
I find your comments very disingenuous and underline blasphemous because how much time do they need? They haven't won a championship in almost 40 years.
Yeah, but you're talking about the Phil Jackson era. I'm not talking about what happened in the past. You're talking about the Phil Jackson era, correct?
All right, here we go.
See, I could go all
No
day,
laugh,
Sean.
I can't contain it.
Josh, I could do that all day. You know what I mean? It don't matter. Come on, fire anything you want at me, bitches.
Hey, how was that, though, Sean? I haven't done that Stephen A. Smith impression yet.
That was pretty good.
Laughing. I was cracking up.
That was pretty good. I kind of like that. You kind of used his words and everything. That was pretty good.
I sounded like him a little bit,
Yeah, you
actually.
did. I kind of enjoyed that. I could have kept going with that one.
Yeah, we'll do that some other day.
That was nice.
Skippy Bayless said that the Chicago Cubs are not worthy of making the playoffs.
I don't know. They're up 6-5 there, Skippy. If the Cubs can hold on, beat the White Sox, Josh will be a brink of elimination tomorrow and Sunday.
Skippy Bayless said that New York Jets fans are biased and fair weather fans.
So, hey, Skip, you're like that with the Dallas Cowboys. How about that, Skip? You're like that with the Dallas Cowboys.
But the Cowboys fans are loyal.
Yeah, they're America's team, Jeff.
The Cowboy fans are loyal to losers?
But Jeff, they're America's team. They won 5 Super Bowls.
Okay, they're not America's team, and they haven't won a Super Bowl in 20 years, so what have you done for me lately? Absolutely nothing. Okay, the team that's America's team now happens to be the Denver Broncos, according to jersey sales, you dumbass. Get your facts straight.
Oh, God. Skippy Bayless said that he says that New York is an overrated city. Overrated city, and their bravado of being a tough city is an absolute joke.
What city is this?
New York.
New York.
Yeah, okay, whatever, dude. Sure. Whatever. Whatever.
How come you're in...
Shaba says that Stephen A. sounds like an exaggerated Denzel.
Well, I think you got your facts straight there, Shaba.
No, quarter after the hour, we got to go to commercial.
You're listening to Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, and Josh Lopez on
Sports World Radio.
30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease. For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow new way to workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of two hours of sports talk on Sports World Radio. Josh Lopez sitting in with us like he does each and every Monday through Friday to do our Skippy Bayless Bash Hour. Let's continue with that, bitches.
Alrighty, Skippy Bayless said that Brock Lesnar is an overrated beast and that he could beat The Undertaker.
That's funny. Gosh. Wow.
That is
What do you think of that? What do you think of that, Jeff? Yeah, the guy knowing wrestling like Skippy does.
No, I think that is funny because I don't think he can beat his own shadow.
Yeah, Josh, what do you think of that?
Well, I'm sorry, I was distracted. There was an ice cream truck.
I heard that.
around.
I heard that. I'm surprised you didn't run outside with your phone and kept talking and getting some ice cream.
Yeah, Josh, about Brock Lesnar and how Skippy thinks he could win wrestling.
Dude,
Yeah.
Sean, he can't even beat any of the women. He's gonna beat the Undertaker.
Yeah, you know what? I'd like to see. You know what? I'd like to see Ric Flair's daughter put him in the figure 8.
Yep. I like to see Becky Lynch give him that arm breaker.
I want to see whatchamacallit, Jimmy Fly Snooker's daughter jump off the top rope and give him a body slap.
Myth says Bayless could not even beat his own shit. Yes, that's right.
Bayless couldn't even beat up his own shadow.
He can't sit still. Oh, I got to fidget. I can't sit still here.
I was on a Skype call with Josh late last night, really late, after 12 o'clock midnight my time.
Yeah.
Really late, and I told him, I turned my cam on so he can see it. I was doing a Skip Bayless imitation last night. I was fidgeting. I couldn't stop fidgeting last night. It was freaking crazy. I saw that. He was laughing. He saw that. He was laughing his ass off.
Is that what you? Oh, so is that why Josh, why you, Jeff, wanted to message me on Facebook Messenger last night?
Yeah,
you probably wanted me to come on so you could do your Skippy imitation.
Well, we were having a conversation about the show coming up, and we thought we'd bring you in, but you were sleeping.
I was out like a light. You bet.
Wussy.
Skippy Bayless said that Ernestine wants him to become a Floyd Mayweather fan, but he decided not to.
Ooh.
Who's the who? What?
Ernestine, his girl.
She's a Mayweather fan?
Yeah.
Good. That pisses Skippy off, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Good. He deserves to be pissed off every time he walks in his home door.
Skippy Bayless said that he wished First Take was 4 hours, not 2.
I wish it was 1 hour, not 2.
I wish it was 30 minutes.
Josh, could you handle doing 4 hours of Skippy Bayless in First Take?
No. Absolutely not.
Because you'd throw your remote at the television set.
Damn right. Skippy Bayless said that he said that my Dallas Cowboys got screwed last night against my San Diego Chargers.
Yeah, why? Because Tony didn't play? Oh, that's right. Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait a second. According to Skip Bayless, he played last night.
Yep.
Yes.
According to the stats, he didn't play.
And he's upset because my Cowboys got screwed against the Chargers, Jeff.
How'd they get screwed against the Chargers? They lost 17-7.
It's a preseason game, and he's making a big deal about his stinking preseason game.
I know.
It's Skip for you.
I know. What the hell, man?
Oh, God. Skippy Bayless said that he wants to star in the next Martin Scorsese film.
What is with him lately in these comments that he thinks he's a popular Hollywood movie actor? Oh, my gosh. That's a
Come
joke.
on, Sean. You don't want to go to the movies to see Skip?
No.
You know what? Shut up with your tribute about the Come On, Sean. Jesus.
No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to go to the movies to see Skip. I don't want to go to the movies to see LeBron James. No.
All right.
Yeah, what about Space Jam 2, Josh? That's coming out next year.
Yeah, screw you. Right in its ass.
Josh is like, thanks a lot for ruining my
I
childhood.
would not pay nothing to see that.
I find your comments very asinine, Mr. Ascal. I mean, Space Jam was a popular movie in the 90s. Are you insane?
And
Hey,
in
Stephen A?
1996 there, Jeff.
Hey, Stephen A., I didn't see the first one with Jordan in it, and I sure as hell ain't going to see the second one with LeBron in it.
Well, I'm sure you're missing out, Mr. Ascal. It's better than what you're watching right now.
You know what? I would rather take the $10 that I'm going to spend to go to a movie and use it on something else. LeBron James doesn't need my $10.
But Big Brother does?
I would rather watch Big Brother over LeBron James any day of the week.
LeBron James is the greatest player of all time in every sport.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Stats proof for himself.
I don't care if he played.
Surprise.
If he played in the era where Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson and all those guys played, he would be crap.
If my mother had balls, she'd be my father.
That's right.
Says,
I had to bring that one in. God said that one.
Shabba goes, I'm surprised Skippy doesn't have a cameo in Space Jam 2, Josh.
Oh, God. No, quite frankly, nobody wants to see Skip on there.
Ugh.
It's a show about Looney Tunes. He's already loony as it is.
Hey, Josh, it ruined your childhood when with Space Jam 2 coming out.
Yeah. Here we go. Here's the next quote. Skippy Bayless said that SummerSlam will suck this year.
How the hell does he know? Because he's not going to be in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
He wants to be in every single solitary thing because that's what Loser Bayless is like.
Hey, Myth, it's not my stats or my opinions. I'm impersonating Stephen A. Open your ears.
Yeah, don't be a candidate for the Rap Ass of the Week there, buddy.
We got that coming up and the Skippy
Douche Canoe.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. It's 24 minutes after the hour.
Yeah. 24 minutes at the hour. Skippy Bayless said that the New York Jets looked like crap last night.
I happen to agree with that, Skippy, with that statement.
Did you watch the game?
They're going to have a long year.
Did you watch the game?
Nope.
So how do you know?
How do I know? Because they got quarterback problems. That's how I know.
I don't think... See, everybody went all crazy when Geno Smith got hurt. I don't even actually think Geno Smith was going to be the starting quarterback.
Yeah, he was good bench either way.
Yeah.
Now they got Ryan Fitzpatrick, Josh.
See, personally, I think he was going to be the starting quarterback. So they got their... That's the way it is now. He's got it. Listen, if Geno Smith comes back and Ryan Fitzpatrick is playing well and they're winning, Geno Smith ain't going to quarterback. I'm telling you right now.
Myth goes, Lopez, I would open my ears, but some sweet ass is distracting me.
Damn it. I missed the ringtone, Josh.
Oh, no.
You remember the conversation we had last night with Inky, right?
Yeah.
I missed the ringtone call. Son of a bitch.
So Myth and Josh are going at it because some sweet ass is distracting me, Josh.
Yeah, an ass that you're not with in person that you're looking online on the computer.
Hey, I got an idea. Stop looking at the ass.
And grab the ass.
Yeah, don't look at the ass. Grab the ass and squeeze.
Grab bastard.
That's funny.
Squeeze
Don't
the ass.
try to pull your English comedy stuff on me. I'll get right back at you, freaking hell.
Squeeze the ass and see how squishy it is.
Don't mess with Josh. He'll figure out ways to get at you. I know.
Rat bastard.
Look what Inky says, Josh.
I told you.
He does all the freaking time.
Oh, Myth
that's
says,
worse.
It's an X-ass there, Myth. Oh, saying it to Josh.
So squeeze the X ass. Who cares? She's an X for a reason. Squeeze it.
Hey, Shabba, shut your yap.
You see that, Jeff?
What?
Look at the Shabba in the chat room.
Come on, Pablo.
Come on, Pablo. Come on.
You know what? Shut your yaps about the tribute of me. Just get on to the quote.
This is Pablo Sandoval in the locker room.
Yeah.
He was in the bed. Oh, hey, leave the panda alone. Yeah, Panda's got feelings. Leave him alone.
Oh, God. All right, let's get into a wrestling call here. Skippy Bayless said that SummerSlam should be 1 hour long and that the WWE Network should go to hell.
I bet you Inky would agree with that being 1 hour long.
Oh, boy, that's kind of addressed towards you, Inky.
She doesn't like it being 4 hours long after the conversation we had with her last night.
Because Skippy wants...
Less work, the better for her.
Yeah.
Because Skippy wants First Take to be longer than all the other wrestling and sports shows.
See, Sean, you missed it last night. Me and Josh and Inky were all on a call together. We were trying to see where you were at.
I was asleep.
Hey, do pandas have X?
Shabba, shut up. Gosh. Fasted.
He probably has X's on Instagram, MySpace, Skype,
Hey, Inky.
MyFace.
Hey, Inky, did you tell, when you got that phone call today, did you tell him about our idea that we told you about last night? That's right. I want to see that happen, and then Josh and I can say, hey, look, we're writing for the WWE.
Next, Skippy quote.
Yeah, Skippy Bayless said that WCW should come back and beat Vince McMahon.
Ain't gonna happen.
What happened the first time then?
They tried, but they couldn't do it. And correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't he own WCW now?
Yes, he does.
He owns the product, right?
Yeah.
So Skippy,
he beat a guy who had an actual network run WCW while Vince was a private company.
Right.
And
Vince ran him out.
Beat him.
Right. Vince ran him out. Now Vince bought him out, and Vince owns it. So Skippy, you're a schmuck.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Oh, look what Miss says to you. You may not, Lopez, but I find WWE boring.
And TNA's entertaining and ROH, yeah.
TNA sucks. You know what? TNA is so bad that they got to have reality stars from Big Brother on that freaking show. How do you like that?
Yeah. WWE's boring. Hey, you could like it if you don't. It doesn't matter. They still are number one for a reason, right?
Yep. And they'll always be number one because nobody compete with them. Can't even come close to them. Look at it. Look at Inky. TNA can blow me.
TNA I find boring too, Lopez.
All right, let's run to our final update of the day. This update is brought to you by the Flipper. Head on over to flipperflipper.com and get your Flipper today and never, ever touch your toilet seat ever again. It's the Flipper, and it's at flipperflipper.com. Take it away, Josh Lopez, with the final update of the day.
Thank you, Jeff and Sean. Welcome, everybody. Final update of this week for Sports World Radio. We had the Skippy Bayless Douche Canoe Award and the Rat Bastards of the Week coming up after this commercial break. Right now, the scores, 6-5, Cubs up against the White Sox in the bottom, the ninth one out. Right now, it's a 0-0 tie in Baltimore as the A's are taking on the Orioles. Yankees 0-0 tie at the end of the first against the Blue Jays. As Sean said, the Pirates are up 1-0 against the Mets. Mariners up 1-0 against the Red Sox. Other games tonight, we got the Arizona Diamondbacks against the Atlanta Braves. Tampa Bay at Texas. Cleveland at Minnesota. Philadelphia at Milwaukee. Detroit at Houston. Angels at Royals. Miami at St. Louis. Padres at Rockies. Cincinnati at Dodgers. And Nationals at the Giants. Right now, scores for the NFL games tonight. We have the Atlanta Hawks up 7-0 in the first quarter against the Tennessee Titans. We got 0-0 tie in Buffalo as the Panthers take on the Bills. Pittsburgh at Jaguars. Giants and Bengals. Rams at Raiders. And then the late night game, the Denver Broncos against the Seattle Seahawks. This update's been brought to you by the Flipper. Go to flipperflipper.com for more information. Right now, we'll head to our final commercial break of the day. When we come back, it's time to give out some awards.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877 Join MPP.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. Continuing with our Skippy Bayless Bash Hour. Let's go.
We have 2 more quotes left for you guys today. Skippy Bayless said that my San Antonio Spurs will lose to my Los Angeles Clippers in the Western Conference Finals next year.
Get the hell out of here.
It's possible because the Clippers did beat San Antonio this year in the spring.
Yeah, but San Antonio bulked up bigger than the Clippers did, so I don't see that happening.
Josh, your thoughts?
Well, Jeff, I mean, they got Paul Pierce, they got Josh Smith in the offseason. What are you talking about?
Paul Pierce is old. Paul Pierce is old. The only reason why they got Paul Pierce is because Doc Rivers is there.
I'll give you that one. And then the last Skippy quote of the day, Skippy Bayless said that TNA rocks and that he hopes that TNA can get a new network.
It ain't going to happen. You can pray and hope all you want, but it ain't going to happen because they're not that good enough.
TNA rocks my ass.
They're not that good enough. If they rock like you say they did, then how come they don't have a network?
Mm-hmm.
Whistle me that one, Dixie boy. Because you can't.
That's the wrap for the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour. We'll have quotes for you on Monday.
There you go. That's a wrap for that. Don't forget, coming up after the next commercial break, we will be doing our Skip Bayless Douche Canoe Award and the Rap Bastard of the Week coming up.
35 minutes after the hour in Foxborough, Massachusetts, the NFL warned teams about fighting during games in response to inter- and intra-team altercations that have erupted in training camp, including the one that left the Jets quarterback Geno Smith with a broken
They're
jaw.
getting way too sensitive, man. It's football, for Christ's sakes. It's a physical freaking sport.
Not according to Troy Vincent there, Jeff.
It's a physical sport. People get hurt. Things happen. Stop being politically correct all the time. Stop it. Okay? And it wasn't Geno Smith getting clocked by a punch he didn't see. Those two were arguing before the punch happened. Okay?
In a memo obtained by the Associated Press, Executive Vice President Troy Vincent reminded all 32 teams on Friday that, quote, fighting will not be tolerated. Vincent asked coaches, general managers, and club executives to remind players of the rules and noted that the prohibition of fighting will be a point of emphasis for officials.
Listen, it's football. There are going to be fights. It happens.
Jeff, suppose you got a letter from Troy Vincent saying, Mr. Escow, we can't allow your organization to have any fights. You got to prohibit that.
I would turn around to him. These are men. They're banging the hell out of each other. You should know you used to be a player. I'm sure you got into fights when you were a player.
I'm sure he'd slap you with a fine saying, well, if you're not going to cooperate, we'll fine you.
Stop being politically correct. Okay?
Josh, what do you think of this whole story?
Well, is this the NFL or the freaking lingerie football league?
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, hell, man, the guy can't even give the player a high five while he's covering him without a damn pass interference call. You're trying to. I played the lines, like offensive line, defensive line in high school. The objective is to get past the guys in front of you. So you're thrusting and moving the guy down the field, and you have him where a center point on his pads, right by his chest, and it's saying, "Oh, that's holding." No, if I have my whole arms around you, that's holding. I'm just doing my job, sensitive humps.
Dr. Myth says, at least it's not like English football where the fans are too stupid. They end up fighting the opposing team's fans if one loses.
Have you ever went to the game and saw a fight, Sean? Or you, Jeff, in person?
Nope.
Jeff?
Never have.
No, I haven't.
No?
No,
not with the fans?
Well, in the fans, yeah. In the stands, yeah. I went to a Charger Oakland game, and there was a fight in the stands.
Troy
bad
Vincent.
or no?
Yeah, cops came. Guy was bleeding all over the place.
Ooh,
wow.
That hurts. Troy Vincent added this, quote, Jeff, these rules are in place for the protection and safety of our players and to keep them on the field.
No, it's for you to make sure that you don't have any more bad publicity.
Quote, as professionals, no matter how emotional the game becomes, there is nothing that should resort to fighting. Stop the violence.
Stop the violence.
Hashtag
Troy,
stop the violence.
That's what Troy Vincent says. So,
There you
Josh,
go.
what would you say if you were meeting Troy Vincent about this issue?
I would have no comment for him. I mean, he's a former Patriot, so that speaks for itself. The most politic-run sports organization ever.
Oh, Shabba, yes. He says, I've seen a handful of stadium fights at Saints games. Falcon fans, usually. Look at Myth. Roger Goodless, there's a reason to fight.
Nice. Nice.
The memo also cited the 2015 league policy for players, which says, quote, don't fight, and if a fight breaks out involving other players, stay away.
Stay away. Don't get nowhere near. Stay away. Okay,
Yep,
whatever.
Jeff, that's for the safety of the players, Jeff.
Okay, whatever.
Washington and Houston had several fights during a joint practice, one of them devolving into a bench-clearing brawl that caused no injuries.
What do you expect? These are grown men beating the living crap out of each other with helmets and shoulder pads. What do you expect?
This is Roger Goodell's National Football League, Jeff.
Of course there's going to be freaking fights. It's been like that the whole freaking time. I don't freaking get it.
Exactly, Shabba. And here's a guy who wants to play NFL. Think about it. Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. Yeah, he's doing a really good job. Not.
I don't get it.
Josh can't stand Roger Goodell.
You know?
Straight out of Compton.
Funny.
All right. Anything else, Sean? Any other news out there?
Let's see. Other news to report. The Pirates, of course, are winning a big series against the Mets, trying to hold off the Cubs. Chicago did win today as, watch out, Wes, the Cubs are overtaking you.
Overtaking you. Watch out, Wes. They're coming
One down,
for you.
2 to go.
Yeah.
2 down, 1 to go.
Pretty soon.
But not according to Wes, though. He believes the Pirates will still win this thing.
Nice.
Yeah, sure. He says that every year.
And then
they
he
got
goes,
a chance this year. Yeah. Okay.
And then he goes back into hiding.
Like Kevin? He's hiding too?
I haven't seen Kevin around very much. Where the heck is... he's thinking about how bad the Vikings will be.
Or Adrian? What happened to him?
Or Ryan Stick-Placing?
Well, he's blocked.
Yeah, he's blocked, but have you heard anything from him lately, Josh?
I did get an email from him the other day. I was going to mention it on the show, but we had to rush into that interview with, I think it was Adam from the Doug Gottlieb show.
Yeah.
He said that S-Scout is an embarrassment for sports broadcasters, and that Skip Bayless is far superior than he is.
Who said that? Ryan?
Yeah.
Yep, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan.
Towards you.
Okay, if Skip Bayless is so much, what was the word he used? Premier? What was that?
He's a far more superior broadcaster.
Okay, if he's so much a far more superior broadcaster than I am, then how come he didn't know that Tony Romo didn't play in the game last night. That's all I'm saying. If he's so
I can't
much,
wait for that video.
If he's so much better than me in a host position, and you think he's God's gift to freaking broadcasting, how come that so-called expert who said Tony Romo played just okay last night didn't know that Tony Romo did not play last night? Huh? Whistle me on that one, Dixie boy. That just shows how much of a moron you really are, Mr. Dick.
And now Jeff got you fired from your job, and so Ryan's Dick Ablazing is now attacking Jeff Escow, probably on Twitter and email.
If you think Skip Bayless is so far superior than I am, then how come he didn't know that Tony Romo did not play in the game last night and said that Tony Romo played okay last night? That, to me, shows just how much of an idiot and an asshole he really is. And you know what, Mr. Dick? So are you for backing a schmuck like that who doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Even you have to admit that statement that he made about Tony Romo playing last night is an idiotic statement when the gentleman did not play at all. Didn't even suit up.
And before we get to the last commercial break, I remember, Josh, there was a Skippy quote where even Skippy didn't even know who the Cowboys were playing the last weekend of the season. Remember he said that they were playing the Philadelphia Eagles. It turns out that was incorrect. I believe they're playing the Cowboys are playing the Redskins.
Unstinking believable, huh?
Yep.
Unbelievable. Mr. Ryan's dick is blazing. You're just as a moron as he is. Because neither one of you could figure out that Tony Romo didn't play last night. All you have to do is go over to Skippy. All you had to do was go over to the stats and see if he played last night. But your ass is too lazy to even do that. And on that note, we're getting out of here on our last break of the day. You're listening to Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, and Josh Lopez on
Sports World Radio.
We'll be right back.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family.
We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us. And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too.
Don't wait until it's too late. Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to the final segment of the show. Okay, now listen, Sports World Radio, Jeff Escow, Showman, Josh Lopez. Welcome back to the final segment of the show. Now, when we were on break, I went off on Skip Bayless. Completely. Curse words, everything. I went off on this douche canoe.
I had to mute my mic for a couple seconds.
Because you were laughing so hard, right?
Yeah.
I wonder why it got quiet on your end. Now, if you want to hear my rant on Skip Bayless that I just did during the commercial breaks, well, you're going to have to sign up for our sports shorts. And in order to do that, you're going to have to head on over to SWRsportshorts.com/SWR Shorts. Again, that's SWRsportshorts.com/SWR Shorts. Sign up today. You're going to want to hear that rant that I just did on Skip Bayless. I will guarantee you something. I will have that rant up before the weekend is out. I might even get it up there tonight for you guys. So please head on over to SWRsportshorts.com/SWR Shorts and sign up today and hear all the conversations that we have during the commercial breaks. Final segment here. We have the Skippy Bayless Douche Canoe Award of the Week to give out, and we have the Rap Bastard Award of the Week to give out. Sean, let's start off with the Rap Bastard Award.
All right, Rat Bastard of the Week. New York Jets organization for firing a football player over a fight on a debt.
Okay.
Josh Chris Davis of USA Today Sports.
Next.
Minnesota Vikings organization for being banned from practice.
That's a good one. Next.
Rex Ryan for signing a player which hit Geno Smith.
Next.
LeBron James for thinking he could beat Michael Jordan one-on-one.
Next.
Troy Vincent for having a memo with no fighting in the NFL.
Any other ones?
EA Sports for dropping Patrick Kane on the NHL 16.
Yeah, with no evidence.
With no evidence.
That's what I got right now for a list. What do you guys think?
Get your evidence.
I'm going to go with... that's a good one. Sean, how about you go first? Who you got for Rat Bastard of the Week?
You know what? I'm going to go with the New York Jets organization for over a stupid debt. I think that's stupid. $600 debt, and then boom, and Geno gets punched in the jaw. Whole Jet organization.
I'm going to go with Chris Davis because his list of guys who should not be in the Hall of Fame is absolutely ridiculous.
You got really upset yesterday with that. You couldn't believe it.
And I used to just make USA Today in general as a Rat Bastard of the Week. Their journalism skills suck.
I have to say this, too, and admit this, Josh and Jeff. Last Friday, we had USA Today Sports as the Rat Bastard of the Week last week. I wonder if we want to do it again this week.
Jeff, what you got, buddy?
Give them to me again, please.
All right. I'll give
really
them
quick.
to you.
Really quick.
Okay. New York Jets. Minnesota Vikings. Rex Ryan. LeBron James. More like LeBum. Troy Vincent. John Daly. EA Sports. Jose Valverde. National television National television channels like TNT, ESPN, and ABC for giving the Cleveland Cavaliers more games than the Golden State Warriors, the defending NBA champions.
Any other ones?
That's it.
I'm going with John Daly.
All right, let's go with John Daly.
All right, John Daly.
I'm going with John Daly for throwing that freaking. Okay. It's going to be a Rat Bastard with a good Rat Bastard with a good deed attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
John Bailey threw his club in the lake, and some dude in a boat went and picked it up. So
celebrated.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I got a golf club.
Yeah. Hey, I got John Daly's club. Exactly. So the dude got it out of the water. Now he's got a golf club. So it's a Rat Bastard with a good deed attached to it.
Skippy Douche Canoe Award.
Read off the names.
All right.
Make sure you add his name there.
Skip Bayless.
For what?
For screwing up with his journalism skills and not knowing that Tony Romo was on the bench last night.
Okay, that's it. We don't need any more candidates. Because that right there is the douchiest move I've ever seen in my life.
Because you were all upset about this. You're still angry about it.
I'm very angry about it. That just proves to me and the entire world that Skip Bayless does not do his own research. Because if he did do his own research, he would have known that Tony Romo didn't even suit up last night. Didn't play in the game last night. So you make a statement that says, Tony Romo played okay last night. Well, jackass, if you would have done your own research and not depend on your minions, you would have never made that statement. So by making that statement last night, made you look like a douche canoe. So guess what, douche canoe? You get your own Skip Bayless Douche Canoe Award, because that move that you did today just proves to me and the entire world that you do not do your own research. You say what other people tell you to. And that, my friend, is not being a broadcaster. That, my friend, is just being somebody who repeats something that somebody else said.
Hey, before we head off the air, it's announced that Michael Sam is officially stepping away for football for good.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. Michael Sam is quitting football.
Michael Sam is leaving, huh?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Wow.
That was unexpected.
Yep. No injuries or ever. I guess he's tired of dealing with the media or whatever. So, oh well.
Yeah, well, that and probably other things as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm figuring too. That and other things as well.
Do you have an act figured out, though, going back to your video, Jeff, about what kind of video you're going to put up there? It should be a good one.
It's going to be about this topic. I'll tell you that right now. It'll be about this topic and this topic only.
Don't forget, on Monday, folks, we'll be talking to Adai Joseph from SportingNews.com.
Yeah, Adai Joseph's coming in next week. We got Jarrett Payton, Walter Payton's son, coming in next week. Who else we got coming in next week?
Scott Allen.
Scott Allen's coming in next week. Yeah, we got a
couple of interviews set up.
Yeah, we got 4 interviews set up for next week. One we're recording early in the morning, and we'll play probably on the Thursday show if we don't have an interview for Thursday and Friday. So we got 4 lined up for next week, and hopefully we'll have some more and keep the interviews going. It's been kind of fun doing interviews every day. I kind of like it. Do you know what I mean, jelly beans?
Jelly bean.
That's right. So what do you say we get the flock out of here a little bit early today? It's Friday. Why not? Let's give the peeps.
All right.
Let's give the peeps a little early weekend start.
All right.
You know, I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us this whole entire week. We had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. We'll be back again next week for a full week slate of shows. Lots of interviews next week as well. Until then, my friends, remember, you only have one life to live. Live it long, live it strong, and live it proud. And please don't forget, life may suck, but the alternative is unacceptable.
Amen.
For Josh Lopez, Sean Mann, Keith Pompey, Sean Hiking, Adam Klug, Josh Cooper, Adam Leming, Ron Gallo, Frank Sprankle, I'm Jeff Escal. This has been Sports World Radio. Have a great weekend, bitches. We'll see you on Monday.
Bye, and have a great weekend.
Shut up, Skip.
Let me run with you tonight. I'll take you on a moonlight ride. There's someone I used to see.
Hey, boys, Dimpy. We sure had fun today, kid. So long, kids. Come on, Stimpy, say goodbye.
Where are we going?
The show's over. See you next time.
Next time? When's that?
Pretty soon. Don't worry.
Pretty soon? How long is that?
In a little while, man.
Goodbye, folks. Goodbye, folks.